Hello everyone. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on how things are going. I think I was going to come back on here and tell you, after my second injection, how things were going. And it's actually, tomorrow will be my fourth injection. So I'm at the point where I think I'm supposed to increase now to the next dosage amount, which I think was my loading dose, or my main dose right now is 0.25 milligrams. And then I think I'm going up to 1.2 milligrams, I think is the next section or stage. But I wanted to come on here and just kind of give you guys an update on how things are going. What I was noticing was that from one injection to the next injection, there's not really a big difference, that I'm noticing. But I'll go ahead and tell you some of the side effects that have really, that I've been really noticing. And then also explain to you, just generally speaking, what Ozempic has done for me. So let's start with weight. So I started my journey, and my top weight was 203 pounds. And my weight today is 196 pounds, so that's very exciting. I'm down 7 pounds. That makes me feel super excited inside. The way that this is working for me, or the injection, I guess, the day of injection for me is Friday mornings. What I'm noticing is that by lunchtime or by supper time on that day, my desire, or my it's hard to explain. My thought process around food is gone. Like it's no longer on the front of my mind. This lasts anywhere from 3 to 4 days, where I feel completely full, satisfied. My meal sizes are much smaller. I'd say I'm eating maybe half or like 50% of what my normal meal size would have been. And that's okay, because if I'm full, and if I feel full, then I'm not going to force myself to keep eating. So that's been a positive. And then what I'm noticing is that my cravings, or my taste for certain foods, isn't there anymore. I used to love Diet Mountain Dew, but that is not a taste for me. Now, I will say this, though. I do like Red Bull. So I still have a flavor for that, or a taste for that. But I will say, too, that I'm noticing that I'm always, like, thirsty or parched or a dry mouth. And so I'm constantly, trying to drink water. So I think I've drank more water in the past 4 weeks than I have, like, at all of my adult life. And that's embarrassing to admit, but it's true. And currently I'm sick. It doesn't help. I'm getting ready to go into my... that time of the month for me is coming up within the next week. And so, and we just had Thanksgiving, so I don't anticipate there being like a drop on the scale tomorrow when I weigh in, because I just, I'm giving myself grace through the holiday season, that, if I ate a little extra during certain times of the week because of the holiday, then that's okay. What I will say is this. So back to what I was saying, in the first maybe 3 to 4 days after that injection, I feel full, I feel satisfied. I'm not looking for sweets or snacks or cravings. But then on day 5, 6, and 7, or before I'm getting ready to get the next injection, some of that comes back. So, so I know that the current dose may not be my maintenance dose, because I don't think it's lasting the full week. So I will sometimes eat a little bit more on the half end of the week, or the tail end of the week, or I'll have some of those cravings come back, or I'll develop a taste for Diet Mountain Dew or chocolate again, which are more curbed at the beginning part of the week. I hope that makes sense. And then some of the side effects. So I talked to you a little bit about the dry mouth, or this cottony mouth feeling, where I just feel like water is the only thing that helps, and is the only thing that I crave. So it's really crazy, because that's pretty much opposite of what it was before I even was taking these injections. And then I have a lot of gas, and I hate to admit that, But between burping and passing gas, I am a factory. And so, so I do try to take some anti-gas pills or tablets, chewable tablets, to kind of help with that. It's called semaglutide, and that does help. But it's just, it does a doozy on my digestive tract, that's for sure. And then to piggyback onto that, I'm also noticing that the constipation is like no joke. Doesn't matter how much water I drink. Like, I will go 2 to 3, maybe even 4 days without passing any stool. And then all of a sudden the floodgates open and it just all comes out. So it's really kind of weird and difficult during that time too, because let's say it's day 3 or 4 and I haven't passed any stool yet. Then I'm up on the scale. I feel even more uncomfortable. My tummy is tight. It doesn't, you know, clothes don't fit the same. It's just a whole bunch of mess. But then once I pass all that stool, then I'm like, of course, down on the scale and I feel great. I feel like I could run a marathon. But, so it's just kind of those couple things where I definitely notice. And those are the things that are, you know, that stand out to me the most. I'll say that when I do feel like an upset stomach or any type of nausea, it's usually at nighttime before bed. And so I realized early on that the later I ate in the night, the worse of the nausea I felt. So I try to tell myself, don't eat anything after 6 p.m. because it just contributes to an upset stomach before bed. More so than if I wasn't doing this injection. So, yeah, I just am conscious of that. It's not fasting. I'm not doing intermittent fasting by any means. I'm just trying to save myself from having an upset tummy before bed. And it has helped. So that's just kind of trial and error. You learn what works for you and what doesn't. And this is what's been working for me. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about, leave that down below. We can talk about it. Reminder here and disclaimer, I am a medical professional, but I don't pretend to act like I know everything about this injection of Ozempic. So just beware that if you have questions or concerns or something's not working right, or you have different side effects or things that you're questioning or concerns about, please talk to your own doctor about that, because I can't give you medical advice on something that I don't know any of your past medical history on. So that's it. I will stop there. I will come back in the morning and show you my injection for week 4. All right. Have a good night. We'll talk to you again.